Yo, what's up guys and welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. As you've seen by the trailer, today we're gonna be learning some pen magic, some Sharpie pen magic. Now, some of these are original creations of mine that I came up with. I'll get into that in a second. I just got back from my trip from New York. It was amazing. I had a gig there, which went splendidly. And I came back and I felt like, you know, it's been a couple days I haven't posted. I couldn't wait for Monday's tutorial. And I was racking my head thinking, well, what do I want to teach them? What do I want to look into? And we've done a lot of card stuff. We've done some coin stuff, but we have yet to do some like impromptu sort of borrowed objects. And so the things you're going to learn here can be borrowed, but they can also be impromptu. Some of them require preparation, but whatever, we'll get into that in a second. Before I get into anything, I must take a second to thank my sponsors for making this possible. This video and tutorial is brought to you by Squarespace.com. Whether you need a domain, a website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. You can create a beautiful online store website with award-winning templates. Squarespace literally has the most beautiful templates if you're trying to make a website. What's so great about it is that it's an all-in-one platform, so there's no patches, nothing to upgrade, nothing to install ever. You just kind of work off the site, and that's how it works. Also great is their award-winning 24/7 customer support. Now, I've been in a bind with Squarespace, hit them up, and they hit me up right away. It was really fantastic to see the people who are on the other end actually there to help you out, not just some robot. It's also very flexible, so whether you're a magician or a musician or an artist, there's something there for everyone. So if you're interested in starting a website or changing it up, try out Squarespace, and if you do, you can start a free trial today and enter the offer code Ramsay to get 10% off your first purchase. I'll leave the link below if you guys are interested, if you want to start building your site or make it better. Check it out, try it out for free, and if you're interested, you get 10% off using Ramsay off your first purchase. So back to the tutorial, let's go, Squarespace. All right guys, we got a lot to go over, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off by just teaching the Flipstick Vanish. If you're not familiar with this is the vanish that sort of looks really cool and you're left very clean. How to do that? So you want to take the pen, put it between your two indexes, okay? Your middle fingers are going to contact them as well, just like this. Let me get the focus right here. My camera's going nuts. You want to grab it like this. Now, ideally, if you want to end clean, you have to have a sweater with a little bit of a loose sleeve because you're going to end up sleeving this. What you're going to do is this middle finger here is going to put pressure on here, and I'm gonna stop it with my thumb. So that pressure is building up, and as soon as my thumb lets go, it kind of vanishes, right? Now, if I just do this to somebody like that, it's not gonna be super fooling because you kind of see the trajectory, pardon me, of where it's going. So that's why the bigger motion hides a smaller motion. So if you're gonna do this, maybe go upwards or even downwards, anywhere you wanna go, as long as you kind of give it a little bit of a motion first, it'll always help the illusion. So what I like to do when I'm performing, I do this with straws a lot as well, and I'll look up. So as I do it, I'll do upwards and I'll look up at the same time, and that way the audience is also looking up. And in that case, if it's a straw at a bar, this is exactly what I'll do. No sleeving, I'll just do this. That went to the ground. So no sleeving at all. I just kind of boom and shove it on the ground because there's straws on the ground already. It's an impromptu vanish, kind of like bam, gone, and I show my hands empty, and they're not looking on the ground. They're just like, where did it go? They're looking up in the air. So that's something you can do. But if you want to sleeve it, here's what you need to do. So practice this. Goes between your index, your middle fingers here, your thumbs in the back, pressure, right? That's gonna curl in. You don't want it curling up here or down here. You want it straight, a straight plane, not up, not down, straight. The straighter it is, the more visual the vanish. Get your sleeve just sort of opened up like this. Boom. Once it's gone, I like to use the middle finger here on the edge of it. See how it's already like lined up with my sleeve? Lined up on my sleeve. The middle finger's just gonna push down, and I'm gonna open my hands like this. It's kind of like all in one gesture. As I'm here, boom. Now, here's the cool part. With some misdirection, you can use this hand to reach out somewhere, so everybody's looking over here. This hand drops, and watch what happens with the Sharpie. It drops right into my hand. So as it drops into my hand, I'm gonna clip it like this. Kind of the same way I vanished it, just kind of holding it here like this, okay? And once it's here, I take this hand and I pretend to toss something over here, and as I do, my ring finger is gonna go behind here and kind of produce it. So that happens really quickly, gone, disappeared. I come over here, I grab, and I pretend to toss, and that's how it sort of appears. So it's just kind of appears at your fingertips. All you're doing is using your ring finger or your middle finger if you like. So that's the first one. Let's move on. The next trick here is a color change. This is like a color changing cap, which is pretty cool. The way that this works is the same thing as the flipstick. all right? The same exact move, except you're gonna have it clipped in this hand, ready to produce, just like I showed you. And this one here is going to do the vanish as that one is produced. Same sort of flip stick, except this time, you don't have to add so much pressure because you don't have to touch this hand. So you're here, practice this, where it just disappears. And this one appears. Now this one goes underneath. You don't want to go over because then it looks weird. I find it's always better if you go underneath because this hand comes up. So it kind of like replaces the visual retention. You're kind of in this position where you're pinching that one and holding this one. So what I like to do is once that's done is boom, you vanish that one. So now you're left with this. Now if you want, you can vanish them both. Retrieve them from your sleeves. You're gonna have like 40 pens in your sleeve at this point. So first of all, both caps need to be on the same side if you're changing the cap, right? Goes under, and always, this is really, really important. Always go straight as possible. It's gonna take a lot of practice, guys. This is not something that's gonna come easy to you, and it's not something I want you posting on Instagram the second you learn this. Give it like a couple weeks at least of practice, at least, please. Because this move needs to be like almost equal. They need to like come from an equal place. Have it equal as possible. So straight on to the spectator's eyes, right? Boom. And you're left here. Now again, you can sleeve it here. Show this one. Gone too. Sleeve it. That flashed. But you get the point. Next! Oh, this is a cool one. This probably fooled a lot of people actually. It's actually not a cap at all. Here's the secret. Check this out. Oh, it's a hot one. Look at that. All I did was I took a black Sharpie marker and I drew a fake Sharpie cap on the back. What the heck? See, that's a magic trick. I didn't even know this was orange. But I took a black marker and I drew on the back of that. So if I hold it like this, your mind thinks it's a cap, and now all I have to do is twist and open up my hand, or twist that way, open up my hand, right? So I'm here like that, and now jumps back. So it's essentially the paddle move. So you just want to draw half, literally just half, so that way if I turn it around, you're not gonna see it, and then you see it completely. This one's good for the camera. If you want to do this for like Instagram or something, it's a quick one. You kind of just like, you can wave it and it looks like the cap moves. This focus is driving me, because I'm wearing a black shirt, it doesn't catch, it doesn't. Here's what you can do as well. You can hold it like this and cover up the cap so that when this hand comes in, or do it whatever hand you're comfortable with, as this hand comes in, I'm gonna move this hand and twist so it looks like the cap jumps down. Here, I'm gonna come in, grab that, and it looks like the cap just like jumped to the bottom. So that's another one. All you have to do, you come in here and you want to get your fingers ready to twist. As I grab it and I let go, the instant I let go is the second I twist. So boom. This last one is definitely my favorite. Definitely 100% my favorite. I came up with this, I call it the Sharpie double. It's a silly thing, but it actually works, and it works really well, and the physics of it are completely insane. So you ask, much like a center double, when you go like this and you take 2 cards out of the center, right? That's a center double, but we're gonna do that with a Sharpie instead, and here's how you're gonna do it. It's pretty weird. So they say stop whenever they want. You insert the Sharpie here, wherever they say stop, okay? Now you're gonna riffle off 2, 1, 2, and you're gonna roll the Sharpie cap over those 2 cards, pushing it down, and now extract those 2 cards. Now check this out. Look at how amazing this is. I can freely handle this. I can shake it. Look how I'm shaking it, and it hasn't split yet. That's 2 cards, believe it or not. I'm sitting here. Now, you might not believe me now because they flew away, but I'll do it again. 1, 2, you roll it in, extract it, and now I have 2 cards here. I can shake, I can do anything I want. So I can grab those, and if you don't believe me, there's 2 cards. It's just this weird thing that when you have 2 cards in here, you can have them hold this. You'd be like, all right, here, really super bold. Hold that right there, hold your card. I'm gonna do something else, and for whatever the routine requires. But they can handle that any way they want. That's their card. So what I like to do, because this is a Sharpie, once I've extracted it, I like to bring it to the top, keep my break, have them sign it, right? Because you're holding a Sharpie, it's super organic. Here you go, sign this card. So boom, 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 boom. Turn them both around. Take the top one, which is the indifferent one, put it in the middle, use the Sharpie to tap it in as the magic wand, tap, jumps right back to the top. A great way to start your ambitious card routine. What you're doing is you're, first of all, setting a precedent for what's gonna happen, but at the same time, you're actually using what you're going to use to sign the deck as part of the trick. So it's like super cool and organic, and it really works for some reason. So again, you riffle down with your thumb, you insert the Sharpie, and this happens quick. 1, 2. You roll the Sharpie around so that it catches in there. Come on, camera. And you want to insert it to the middle. Start to turn this way so you can grab it with the sort of physics of it. And then you're left with, oh, see, that was like the first time it's ever split. Because normally, look at this. These are brand new cards, by the way. This is not like, I purposely use like a brand new deck of cards to show you how crazy this principle is. That you don't need sticky cards. This can be done with sticky cards or it can be done with brand new cards. Point is, that's a double. So if you want, I mean, I played around with different ideas where I was here and then I'd somehow grab the bottom card, extract all of this, give it a shake, and then say boom, and it turns midair. I don't know, you can play around with whatever you want, but it's a cool way to get a double lift using the Sharpie and have them sign it. So I hope you enjoy that. That's original to me. I came up with that, and that's my gift to you, the Sharpie double. So that's all I got, guys. All right, guys, that was it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this video was a little bit lengthy because I did cover a few things. I covered a lot of things, actually. So many things that you can do, including just something with a borrowed Sharpie or a Sharpie that's in your pocket that you're gonna use for magic anyway. I love doing magic with stuff that's already in my pocket. Now, whether or not I have to prepare that stuff, you know, doesn't matter to me as long as I usually carry it. So if it's like a lighter or my wallet or a credit card or a Sharpie in this case, or a deck of cards or a ring or a rubber band. These are usually all things that I have on me. So I love creating effects that revolve around these things, and as you probably know, with these sort of organic items, you will always get a sort of crazy reaction because they know what these items are, they're familiar with them. You're not presenting some weird Okito box or linking rings or anything. These are items that they are very well familiar with. That being said, do practice, do try these out. Some of these are better off for camera, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the the one with the cap jumping back and forth, that I perform that in my gigs. I don't, but if you wanna sit in front of Instagram and film something cool, it's pretty dope. The double lift that I taught was actually, is actually amazing. I don't know how the physics of that works. Like I said, it's just something that does work and it's kind of cool. I mean, it's original, it's interesting. Is it the best double lift? No, but it's something you can do and can have fun with. So enjoy that. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all your support. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like and a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, I'd suggest subscribing, especially if you watch this video, then you know there's more to come. So thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Peace.